dive into the wonderful world of personal branding. And you might be wondering, personal brand, isn't that boring? It's not just about logos or fancy websites. It's about you. It's about creating a brand that screams you in the most unapologetic way possible. So buckle up because the idea of creating a personal brand is going to be really fun. So what's your personal brand? Let's get real for a second. And why should you care? Personal brand is the world's first impression of you. It's what someone says immediately they set a glance on you on the first 10 seconds. And without you even having to say a single word. And it's not just for entrepreneurs or influencers, no. Everyone has a personal brand, whether you realize it or not. So why not make yours unforgettable? Because it's possible. Whenever you want to create something, there's usually a reason as to why you want to dive into it and create it. And this is where the real adventure kicks off. Why do you want a personal brand? What inspires you? Is it to inspire others? Is it to share your idea with like-minded people or build a future empire? Take a moment to think what gets you excited. What would you wake up for every morning without feeling bored about it? Even if you feel a little down, but you're like, oh, I really don't mind doing this. And what do you think makes you different from everyone else? Because you are unique. What is your unique? Your why is the heart of your brand. It's the secret sauce that you have that nobody else has. Time to explore and unleash that unique style. Building a personal brand is like creating a treasure map. It's a mix of things you love, things that represent you, and a touch of what you want to become, because that's the goal, right? Create a mood board or pin a ton of random things that inspire you. And this is the point where you don't have to be shy about it, because we're trying to find your unique. And start noticing the patterns, the aesthetic, the colors that speak to you more. Is it bold? Is it bright? Is it calm? Is it minimal? Is it edgy and cool? Or something totally unexpected? And here's the thing, once you start diving in to find your unique style, you discover yourself. Because you could come up with something that has never happened in this world. And it's totally possible. We have seen it happen several times, which means it can happen with you. You also have to remember that at this time when you're trying to find your unique style, there is nothing wrong, there are no mistakes. There are no wrong answers here. So now that you've discovered your unique style, you've discovered yourself, you've discovered the things that make you stand out, the things that you love the most, you're going to look into creating your draft. And this is where it's going to get practical. Your look is a big part of a personal brand, and it doesn't mean that you have to dress up 24/7, no. But think of your style as a cover of a book. What do you want people to know at first glance? Is it chic and sophisticated, comfy and casual, or somewhere in between? Raid your wardrobe, mix and match things. Find pieces that scream you. Go for that bold lipstick. Go for those vintage glasses. Or that accessory that you never dared to wear. Now, after doing all this work and now that you have realized how you want the world to see you and how you want to represent yourself out there, so now we're going to get onto the digital world, get online, because this is where everything happens right now. This is where people get to know you. This is where it's easy to show your personal brand to people who are highly likely to appreciate it. So choose a platform that makes you feel comfortable, either it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or even LinkedIn if you're feeling professional. And here's the thing. Now this is where it gets slightly tough. You have to show up consistently. Show up consistently. I'm going to show you a few pages of my TikTok page, and I've been consistent and I've seen results, and I believe it's very possible. And these are the pages. As you can see, right now I'm really working into building my YouTube channel because I wasn't really consistent here for a while. But right now I really want to be consistent here because I feel like I'm a multi-talented person, and that's just part of my personal brand. So show up consistently and share parts of you that you really want to share. And it's not about oversharing every part of your life, though you can do that, but I wouldn't really advise it if you don't have very high self-esteem, and if you are not strong emotionally, because the internet can be crazy sometimes. So just give us a sneak peek of what makes you unique and have fun with it. Make it personal and don't feel to get a little weird, because people love authenticity. Then we get creative. This is the most interesting part, the content game. This is where your personality really shines. Start by creating content that feels so natural to you. This way it's going to make it easier for you to create content. Like for me, I can tell you this from experience. Before, I used to make skincare content, and I'm really into skincare so much, but something changed at a certain point. I decided to become a bit minimalistic, so I stopped buying products for my skin, and I wanted to let my skin just, be itself naturally. And I couldn't keep up with that, so it wasn't so easy for me to create skincare content. That's why I shifted more to self-care and talking about navigating life's journey. And that is why I've really put my focus on this. Though on TikTok, I talk about different things because I feel like it's just easy to navigate on TikTok compared to platforms like YouTube. So if you like talking about fashion, show us your style. If you're a skincare junkie, show us the products that transformed your life or products that you feel like other people need them out there. If you're a very good storyteller, tell us stories about your life. And don't worry about being perfect. Everything gets better as you go. You just have to start. Experiment everything. Play around. And don't feel shy to And don't feel shy to show us the bloopers just like this. Your brand is you, not some filtered version of you. Be yourself. The final and most important piece, stay true to you. It's very easy to get lost in trends and what's popular, especially if you already have a platform and the platform is already starting to show success. You can get lost very easily because trends are coming up every now and then. So you have to keep focused on what made you start, and even if you want to shift, you have to take your time, think about it, see if it's something that you'd want to do long term, then you can shift. But before all that, remember, you already put your heart into it, so shifting might not be a good idea. But if you really feel like you want to, do your research into it and then start shifting slowly. So make your brand feel authentic if it is something that you really love. Because people can tell if you're faking it, yeah? Right now people can really tell because they've already seen authentic people on the internet and they know who's faking it. And here's the thing, it's exhausting to pretend, it's exhausting to be fake, it's tiresome, it's not even motivating. I mean, it will be very difficult for you to find ideas if you're trying to fake it. It's tiresome. Unless you have a team that helps you do that, but without a team, it's going to be slightly difficult. Even with a team, you won't be very happy, you won't be yourself on the camera. So focus on what lights you up and remember it's okay to evolve. So your brand should grow as you do, and remember that today's aesthetic is not tomorrow's aesthetic, and that's okay. So building a personal brand isn't about trying to be perfect or trying to come up with something perfect or maybe even a polished version of yourself. No. It's about showing up authentically and having fun. So take your time with it, let it get a bit messy, let it get fun, let it get exciting. And don't be afraid. Always remember that everybody else who has a great personal brand started exactly where you are. It might have been slightly different, but believe me, the emotions, the feelings, the anxiety, everything else, I feel like everybody has gone through that once and it's totally normal. If you feel like it's getting difficult, just know that you're learning as you go. If this video is helpful, don't feel shy to subscribe, comment about your struggles of building your personal brand or the amazing things that you've discovered as you're building your personal brand. And if you're not there yet, when are you planning to build your personal brand? Otherwise, I hope you have a success building your personal brand. Until then, stay serene and stylish. Bye!